Hey dudes, with this week's episode, I just want you to keep in mind that we are a comedy podcast, and my job is to poke and prod and get people to open up their minds a little bit. Now, I don't want you to go into this episode thinking that I am a flat earther. I love the idea of it, but I personally don't believe. And if you do, I want to know why, and maybe we can have you on the show.
Hey dudes, it's Jimmy.
What's up, guys? It's Maddie.
What's up? It's John.
Hey dudes, it's Billy, and welcome to the Dude to Dude show podcast. John wants to rebrand.
I mean, it's not like it wouldn't work on a fucking just audio platform either. Why are you so against it?
Because then I have to do a lot more work. I have to get new websites. The fans have to find the new websites. The fans have to get to the new channel, the new pages. A lot of work. Like, we're a year in, dude. We got followers. We got fans. They might not like to talk to us, but we like talking to them.
Yeah, dude, we might lose our one dude in the middle of the ocean.
It was India. That's not the middle of the ocean.
Well, there was also that
The
one
Indian
dude that was
Ocean?
at just like random spec.
What'd you say, Maddie?
There was also that one dude the couple times we looked at was like a random speck just out there.
There's a bunch of random, like, one-time listeners, and then we have listeners that come back every week for whatever fucking reason. We had a couple reach out to us when we took our little break there. And,
Yeah, I had one reach out to me too.
Yeah. So, well, we're back. Yay.
And we definitely appreciate you, fuckers.
Thanks for hanging around.
Bitches.
Yeah, man. All right. Well, that's all I had for housekeeping this week. You guys?
Housekeeping.
Housekeeping. We did.
Fluffy
We
pillow?
kept the house. Housekeeping?
You want hand job? Towel? What you want?
You want me fluff pillow?
That's not any hotel I've ever been to.
I mean,
you
actually,
suck.
some hotels do offer massages.
There's apparently a massage parlor somewhere in the city that offers happy
Oh,
endings.
there's plenty in the city,
I was
probably.
going to say there's a lot. We're in Rochester. I can name 3 off the top of my head.
All right.
And John's like, we're going to
Fair
talk
enough.
after the episode.
They usually have neon lights like a strip club for a reason.
or just the opposite. They're like,
You
fucking-
can't name 3 of them off the
You
top of
can't
your head.
find them.
No, because I don't speak that language.
Damn.
I got nothing.
Wow, I'm done. I don't. I don't even remember what I wanted to talk about this week. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
how
pretty
my
much.
brain just went.
I'm still a little.
Come on, Bill. Where's that focus?
Oh, okay. All right. So I remember now. So I came up with this theory while I was at work.
Oh, boy.
That, well, no, hold on. Hear me out. Have you guys ever heard of what's it called? Zoochosis?
Zaboomafoo!
No, it's when animals they find themselves trapped in a cage and they start doing abnormal behaviors like pacing in circles.
Stir crazy.
Zoochosis?
Zoochosis.
Zoochosis. That's what it is. Okay, so I'm of the belief. So what zoochosis is a form of psychosis that develops in animals held captive in zoos. Most often, it manifests in what are called stereotypic behaviors or stereotypes, which are often monotonous, obsessive, repetitive actions that serve no purpose.
They're bored.
Pretty much.
A little bit more than bored. It's like they're
I mean,
they're psychotic to the point where they're like doing things that they wouldn't normally do in their wild habitat.
Well, yeah, because they understand it. Well, until a point, they understand that they're trapped in a fucking spot that they'll never get out of.
Maybe not even so much that they understand that they're trapped, but the fact that they are trapped creates this psychosis. And I'm almost to the thought that humans are suffering from like a mass zoochosis. Like, we perform these monotonous tasks every day. We go to the same place every day. We do the same thing every day.
Yeah.
And then you find yourself at home with nothing to do, pacing around the house.
Cell phone check, everybody. Somebody's vibrating.
That's just because of the society we've created around ourselves. We did that to our damn selves.
I'm not saying we didn't. I'm just saying that we might be suffering from zoochosis because of it.
I think there's a little more than just zoochosis going on with people.
Well, yeah, there's definitely more than that. Yes, zoochosis is the only thing ever that is wrong with people ever. What the fuck, John?
I mean, Bill's not wrong. For 2 years, everybody was told you can't leave your house, stay in your fucking house, can't go nowhere, can't see nobody, can't do this, can't do that.
And that's all we're going to talk about that subject.
Well, it's no,
You still get blacklisted for it. We're just not going to talk about it.
I mean, I'm just going to be the honest one and say that COVID didn't really change shit for me. Oh, I had to wear a mask.
It's because you don't have a life.
No, I was working throughout COVID and everything. That's what I'm saying. Like some people, yeah, got that full fucking hard lockdown where.
Yeah, but you still chose to have people over your house. You still chose to live a normal life. You chose to do things that you weren't actually supposed to be doing. It didn't change your life because you didn't let it change your life.
Huzzah.
I'm just saying, like...
Well, no, I mean, I did, like... It's not like I had people over, like, all the time, shit like that.
No,
like,
but if you did once, that was more than you were supposed to.
We were supposed to hoard toilet paper and stay inside. That's it.
Basically.
I don't know where the hoarding toilet paper thing came from. That was just nuts.
It's the zoochosis, dude. People get in this mindset of, like, panic.
Panic shit. Panic shitting.
Not even panic shitting, but just the fact of, like, okay, so
they're going to be locked inside. There's going to be a lot of compulsive masturbation.
Think about it, dude. When I ended up going to the store and I had to buy toilet paper, I ended up buying double the amount that I would normally buy. Now, if every person does that, well, that's a problem because they're only supposed to supply in stores the amount that they're used to selling.
Dude, there were people buying it by the case, not even just double the normal amount, buying it by the fucking case.
Well, it's because then a panic went on. So when people started buying 2, other people started buying 4. And when other people started buying 4, other people started buying 8. And when other people started buying 8, other people started buying 16. And then other people started buying cases. And then other people started buying trucks. And you get where I'm going with this? It's a panic-driven environment. And it all starts with small panic and works its way up. I don't think there was an actual, like, someone burned all our toilet paper so we have a shortage.
Well, no, I know.
I'm sure there was some toilet paper scalpers out there at one point.
Well, yeah, for sure.
But it was still, a kind of, it did create a shortage still.
Yeah, but
that sheet of Charmin.
And then even on top of that, is it wrong for someone else to profit by seeing that there is going to be a problem and that if they buy large quantities of toilet paper that they're going to be able to solve problems by selling it at large, high prices? Like, are we really blaming them?
No, there's a difference between ethical and wrong. Is it wrong? No. That's good marketing and good strategy for fucking consumer.
For capitalism, ethically, it's terrible.
Ethically, you're a piece of shit.
Exactly.
However,
you're a fucking scumbag.
You're smart and made a shit ton of money because people are stupid.
And
well, that's taking advantage of a crisis, though. Like, shit like that is what pisses me off.
I'd fucking do it.
Is buying toilet paper taking advantage of a crisis to sell it at a higher profit?
If you're taking advantage of a crisis to do it, yes.
When you see the incoming
supply and demand.
Yeah, like I said, it's right. Capitalistically, of course, it's the perfect fucking storm there. Everybody's great on it. Yeah. Woohoo. I'm sorry, my life doesn't revolve around the almighty fucking dollar.
You need toilet paper.
Right, exactly.
I'll go in the fucking woods and find a perfectly good
but
leaf.
Your wife won't.
Yeah, but do you know every single plant
You
that
know
you're
what?
able to wipe your ass with?
I'll start growing hemp and make my own fucking paper.
No,
How's
but
that?
I know enough.
Wait, I
There's
didn't hear what
plenty
you
of
said,
them.
Maddie.
I said, do you know every plant that you're allowed or can wipe your ass with is the question.
Yeah,
After
that's
the
also
last
true.
fucking 2 weeks in the woods counting trees and then chopping them the fuck down, yeah, I'm pretty sure I know which tree leaves I can use.
So
It doesn't have to
Just-
just be leaves.
yeah,
Right.
well, hold on. All right. So for
Well,
for basic
on the
knowledge,
go, quick
well,
kind of,
sit-
you know.
simmer down. I got some info to be fucking putting out there for people. If you're ever in a situation where you need to use leaves to go to the bathroom, what you want to do is you want to find a variety of leaves that you think might be usable, and instead of putting them directly on your buttocks or your private areas, you want to take them and you want to rub them on like your forearm in like different spots and remember which leaves are which spots, and then you want to wait. The longer the better. So if you can wait 6 hours, that's great. If you can wait an hour, that's not so great. If you can wait 24 hours, that's even better, because you'll see if any of these leaves cause irritation on your skin, and if they cause irritation on that part of your skin,
Don't put it on your booty hole.
you got it. So just a little heads up for people. I don't know why I know that, but I know it.
That's basic survival information.
Yeah.
It is, but a lot of people don't know that, dude.
Because when you're trying to forage
John looked at me like, "Yep, good knowledge, good knowledge."
I mean, it makes sense to test it, but like,
But a lot of people wouldn't think about that, dude. They
And
would just
for-
be like, "I gotta fucking poop."
for edibles, yeah, you do the same thing, and then like
Edibles are a
Test
little
it.
different, dude, because you can put stuff on your skin and like
well,
even on your
then
butthole.
then you test your lips though.
Yep, and then your gums and
Yeah.
it's
There's a lengthier process for
and
edibles, but it's along the same
even,
track.
And there's even things that like potato seeds, I believe it is. You can't eat potato seeds because even though they're not like poisonous, they'll cause internal, like they won't let you digest, so you end up dying from starvation.
intestinal blockages.
Yeah, there you go.
It's
So
you
there's-
basically get
there's
like
other things.
diverticulitis.
Yeah. I have no idea.
Diverticulitis
No, that's
is
like ulcers.
No, diverticulitis is
you
you're having
can't
trouble
process
processing
seeds and other shit.
whole grain, like seeds and shit like that. Yeah.
And causes inflammation.
It's different. It probably does something very similar. But so diverticulitis, also called colonic diverticulitis, is a gastrointestinal disease characterized by inflammation of abnormal pouches, diverticula, which can develop in a wall of the large intestine. So a little bit different. But I see where you were going with that. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, not just because you put it on your lips or your gums and it didn't cause ill symptoms doesn't mean that it's safe to eat. So just be careful eating shit.
Don't eat plants.
And remember, this is a comedy podcast, so don't ever listen to anything we say and take it to fucking heart, and don't get butthurt.
When in doubt, eat your friends.
Except for test your leaves before you use them to
What
wipe.
the fuck?
Because we can stand by that statement.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said, besides test your leaves before you use them to wipe, because we can stand by that statement.
I will stand by that one, yeah. I mean, even then, it doesn't mean that it's safe for your butthole. But it's safer to do that than not to do it. Right? Right. I'm going to go with that.
And then, yeah, I mean, you could always just stick to plants you know, too. Like,
Marijuana leaves.
right?
If you find marijuana leaves, they, unless you're allergic to marijuana, probably safe to use. Unless they've been sprayed with something.
Here's a pro tip, though. If
You
you're in
better
the
get a lot of
woods and you find marijuana leaves that you can pick, don't fucking touch them, because there's a trail cam nearby and you're about to get shot.
Right.
Yeah, you're probably not wrong, dude.
Pro tip.
Yeah.
Probably not
that's a
wrong.
good. Yeah, that's a good pro tip there, man.
You go,
Although-
oh shit, I'm leaving.
Have you guys? I read an article recently that there's they call them guerrilla gardeners. People are going around and spreading mushroom.
Spores.
Yeah, what's it called when they put the spores in water?
The Last of Us. End of the world, man. I don't fucks with the mushrooms.
spore syringe from spore print. Oh, that's what I was thinking. They use spore prints to make like clusters, and then put them in Nerf guns, and then go out into the woods and just spray mushrooms. And there's people that are doing this with non-psychedelic mushrooms and psychedelic mushrooms. I believe doing that in public property is still illegal. Or
So it's kind of like
property or whatever.
It's kind of like the deal with there's people who ride around with like wildflower seeds
Yeah.
in shakers and just fucking.
Yep. Yeah, and people are doing it with pot seeds too. That's what got me thinking about it. But yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, I would assume it's all right unless you see like a large field of it. Then you know there's definitely, like I would say, a couple plants here and there.
If the plant
Probably not
looks
being watched by a
manicured,
camera.
yeah. If it looks like it like
someone's
you see
taking
it in
care
a
of it,
magazine,
yeah.
you walk away from the fucking
Right.
thing.
If it looks like it's being well taken care of.
Don't get shot in order to wipe safely.
If it's looking like it's mostly bud at a certain point, definitely do not fucking touch it.
Right. But I kind of dig the idea of the guerrilla gardening, and even along the lines of the wildflower seeds that you were talking about, people going around sprinkling those and stuff. Just the idea that we can brighten up the earth a little bit by doing something simple like that, and you know it allows for more bees when we do it with flowers or flowering
Right.
plants.
Well, that's the whole reason a lot of them are doing it too.
Yeah, and you're trying to do it with, you know, if you're doing it right, you're doing it with plants that are local to the region.
Yeah.
Right. And you know, a lot of what people are doing with the mushrooms are trying to bring back types of mushrooms that are no longer local, that were killed out in the area. So I thought that was a really
So
cool.
they're trying
That's
to
cool.
reintroduce the local.
Yep. Yeah.
That's cool.
Which then allows, you know, insects that would feed off of that, or animals that would feed off of that to then have their food source, which might allow animals to come back to the region. And it's just like trying to rebuild the ecosystem from basically the ground up.
Right. I tell you what, I saw a lot of mushrooms this last weekend.
Fucking fungi
Oh, I
are
bet it's been rainy.
instrumental in any ecosystem.
Well, yeah, it's, you know, they theorize that the mycelium throughout the planet connects to every living plant in the ground.
Right. It's the largest living organism.
Yeah, I mean, it's wild, man.
You ever been camping?
It
and,
means
like,
the planet is literally the fuck alive and can
Well, yeah.
communicate.
I don't know if anybody else has experienced this, but you ever been camping and it like rain overnight and you wake up and like you go outside and it's also all of a sudden just like there's fucking mushrooms that just sprouted up everywhere.
Yeah, that's what mushrooms do.
Is that ever creeped anybody out? Like I was camping in like the middle of fucking nowhere place. Like usually in the woods when it goes like quiet, you know, there's some shit nearby that you should probably be keeping an eye out for because when
When all the wildlife goes quiet,
yeah.
That's kind of, that raises.
Like,
the
it was
hair
kind
on
of
your
like
skin.
one of them mornings. You woke up and you couldn't hear a single fucking bird chirp. And I'm looking at the ground. I'm like, there are a lot of mushrooms around here. This is weird.
Manny thought he went through a fairy portal.
I was going to say, did they happen to be a ring around your tent?
So, I know you guys don't really listen to Joe Rogan that much, but he talks about this guy, John M. Allegro, but he wrote this book called The Sacred Mushroom and the Cross, and basically his translation of the word Jesus is penis of God. And then, or maybe it's semen of God. It might be semen of God.
Good grief.
Well, so here's the idea, is that this book basically goes and states that the Christian religion is,
Bought a mushroom.
well, yeah, basically is about mushrooms.
So this old Merlin beard-ass guy who went out into the environment and found a mushroom and tripped balls and wrote a bunch of shit and he saw a burning bush and...
All right. So here's the thing, though, is he's actually backed it up with science. And then there's been newer, more recent publications by other authors that have also backed it up. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'll think about it in a minute.
I could have told you somebody was tripping balls.
I was about to say, isn't there something about the, because some mushrooms, when they perish or get ready to spore out, they'll like flip up. So they'll make a little cup So like the Holy Grail was
The chalice. Yeah.
Yeah. I've
it-
heard that one before.
And it basically, it's been backed up because what we found is that where the Christian quote unquote cult would have started, they found vessels that contain mushrooms, wine, LSD, ergot, not LSD, but ergotamine, which is very similar to LSD. So basically, these people were tripping balls. And then you get into the theory of the stoned ape theory. Who was that, Jim? And I know you're big on that one.
Yeah, I can't remember off the top of my head right now.
Yeah. The stoned ape theory is a
Terence
controversial.
McKenna, okay, yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
shit.
Largely based evidence.
I was gonna say
on
Leary,
studies
but
of
I-
Whoa,
Ronald
we're all
L.
talking.
Fisher.
Sorry.
John, go ahead.
Using evidence largely based on studies from Ronald L. Fisher.
that's what you read out of that whole thing.
I quickly scanned
Yeah,
it
yeah,
for
yeah.
the
Here, I'll read
person
it.
that we were looking for. Yeah.
Go ahead, Maddie, read it out.
The stoned ape theory is a controversial theory first proposed by American
Slow down.
ethnobotanist. I can't say that word.
Ethnobotanist.
Thanks, bruh. And mystic Terence McKenna in his 1992 book, Food of the Gods. The theory claims that the transition of Homo erectus to Homo sapiens and the cognitive revolution caused by the addition of psilocybin mushrooms, specifically the mushroom Psilocybe cubensis, well, I was on a roll, into the human diet around 100,000 years
close.
ago, using evidence largely based on studies from Roland L. Fisher.
All right. You were really close with that. It's Psilocybe cubensis. But the only reason I know that is because I've heard Joe Rogan talk about it 12
Cubensis?
times. Cubensis.
Where's the letter between an N and the S?
I don't know. That's just how he pronounces it, so I followed along.
Cubensis.
You're a cubensis. Whatever.
I'm a psilocybe cubensis.
So, I mean, that theory to me is super interesting, but I don't know.
I mean, with humans' love for fucking mushrooms, I mean, it's
Bring it on!
1,000% fucking plausible.
Yeah, but isn't it also plausible that mushrooms, like, if apes liked mushrooms, they would continue eating psychedelic mushrooms?
There's all kinds of
Yeah.
mushrooms that are edible, though.
Yeah, but I don't.
So maybe they just ate the mushrooms because they thought they were like.
I mean,
And they
we've
didn't
covered
realize
this.
they were
Animals
tripping
get
balls?
stoned
Oh
all
yeah,
the
no,
time.
I'm sure they were
And drunk and
Realized
shit
they were
like that.
tripping balls,
Like,
but I'm sure after a certain point they got to enjoying it, and realizing it was helping them.
mushrooms.
Did it? Mushrooms, they did.
It expanded their consciousness, Bill.
I don't know, man. Anytime I look it up, I always find stuff about the stoned ape theory, but I never find like modern Excuse me, I got the hiccups. The modern apes or monkeys eating psychedelic mushrooms. Son of a bitch.
Inhale as much as you can, then take a little bit more, and then hold.
I mean, if you look at pictures of like how our lungs look, like if you cut them in half and just look at them compared to like a mushroom, it's fucking similar.
I mean, most of our organs would look like that, though.
We're mushrooms, bro.
Well, we're closer to mushrooms than we are to plants.
Well, look at like the circulatory system, the branches, the way the fucking lung like passages branch compared to like trees and shit.
Yeah, man. It's the tree of life, bro.
Well, no, life like continues patterns that work, is what I'm saying.
That's a lot of big words.
Computational
Yeah, for real.
phylogenics, genetics comparing eukaryote.
Eukaryotes?
Yeah,
Revealed that fungi are more closely related to us than to plants.
Fuck, say that first sentence 4 times
Yeah,
fast.
for real.
seriously.
Computational phylogenics comparing eukaryotes revealed that fungi are more closely related to that than to us than plants.
Well,
Damn, you
fucking
almost
tongue
had it.
twister.
Yeah, you almost had it.
I know that they share more DNA with us than plants do. I know that they breathe out carbon monoxide and they breathe in oxygen, which is the opposite of what plants do and exactly what we do. I know that they breed like absolutely fucking crazy, like we do.
Because we like the fuck.
Well,
don't we share like 99% or 90% of the DNA with a banana though too?
You can.
Yeah,
No,
because
I'm
DNA is
dead
the universal
serious.
code for life on this
We
planet.
share
pretty
the
much.
same DNA. Like, yeah, 90% of our DNA patterns match that of fucking bananas.
yeah, but we share more than even what we share with bananas with mushrooms.
What's the percentage? Look up this percentage. Oh, there you go.
Let's take a look here.
John, do you need the ashtray? Is that why you're
No,
waiting?
actually, I got enthralled in the subject.
Okay.
Come on, where's numbers? Where are the numbers?
Where are the numbers?
I want numbers in these fucking facts, people. What are you doing, scientists? Don't give me some bullshit.
Well, this is USA Today. This isn't Scientist.
Oh, well, there's our problem.
So I watched the movie The Meg earlier today, right?
The one about the big shark.
Yeah. And they like brought up an idea that was kind of cool.
50%.
Okay, see, now check with the banana.
And we share many of the same viruses. BAN.
BANANAS.
Damn it.
Shit is bananas.
Still got to do that. Oh,
More than
60%.
60.
I
Okay,
was
see?
wrong. I was wrong.
I wasn't quite right either, but
Well, you were more right than I was. That's as close as you're going to get to I was wrong.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I'll take it.
What about this movie? Mug?
Yeah. So
What is it?
It's called The Meg. It's about the megalodon shark.
Okay.
And they bring up this theory that the bottom of the Mariana Trench, which we thought is the deepest part of the ocean, is actually not subfloor. It's like this makeup, a cloud, if you will, of like all this different shit.
Found it. It's a more salinous version of the ocean, same way that the Atlantic and the Pacific Ocean.
So it's not like the actual bottom, it's just as far as we can see.
It's as far as we can penetrate. We can't go below that. You guys haven't seen that?
Anyway,
No.
like, let me continue.
Yeah,
let me
go ahead,
continue.
Maddie.
Sorry. Yeah.
So in the movie,
Now I'm
it's not a
fascinated.
substrate. It's like an actual cloud. And they design these submarines that can go underneath it. And that's when they discover like all these species that we thought either non-existent or have been lost all through time.
Like I've heard of that water effect in caves.
So you just explained like journeys under Earth, but
Yeah, pretty much.
carry on.
Well, I'm just saying, like, and that's like where they like encounter where like the megalodon is, and
Well, no, Journey to Center of the Earth, they went in through a volcano.
yeah,
I-
Jules Verne. bitch.
Well,
They're still
yeah,
going
so-
deep into the crust of the Earth. You know,
Yeah,
same concept, just
Yeah.
different location.
All right.
given fact.
All right. So
Same
I've,
shit, different toilet.
I've been on TikTok recently, and
Oh,
it's
shit.
been feeding me a lot of flat
Bullshit.
Earth videos. Yeah, bullshit. But
'Cause
it's
you keep
believable.
watching it.
It's fucking believable
keep
bullshit.
watching
It's
it.
so
It's-
believable.
Dude, the algorithm on that shit is scary. I haven't watched any of it in a couple weeks, and I'm kind of proud of myself for that.
Where?
I find the ocean so fascinating, but I'd be like so terrified
Dude,
to
it's
go
a
in it.
scary place. It's the most of the Earth that we haven't explored yet is the fucking ocean.
I watch too many things about sharks because I have like a fascination with sharks. Never go in the ocean.
We know
So-
more about the immediate space around us than we do the ocean.
Right. So I know, yeah. So like I was saying, like I know there's like super toxic
this is
water
it.
levels
Hold
where
on.
we can't penetrate, like divers.
Snake.
It's not a snake, it's an eel.
It's an
Brine
eel.
pool.
So what you're seeing?
Water snake.
It's a brine pool. The water is denser because of the salt content.
Cutthroat eels,
They're in
scavengers,
water up
come
here.
to the shores
And
of the
they're-
Brine Lake in search of something edible.
and they're floating on top of the brine lake underwater.
They're
Some
diving into it.
even venture into the brine.
That's wild.
Which we can't do.
Yeah, because it's
Too dense.
That's crazy. And then they have to back out of it like that.
No, it's just salt water. We can't get in there.
Spending too long in it can send an eel into toxic shock.
An eel, bro. It's an alien.
Its only hope is to rise above it.
Or be snacks for his brothers.
Oh, tie it up like that.
Tell
It
me that
manages
this
to
doesn't give you a
escape.
fucking creepy feeling deep down in your gut watching that, though.
Oh no, that's definitely creepy. Like if it does that to that,
What
something
that
that
tells
lives at
me,
that depth.
Stay the fuck out the ocean.
For real.
Something that not only lives in that depth, but has adapted to swim down into that.
But look what happens when it sits too long. So
Right.
clearly, it's not good for anything.
I don't know, dude. It's wild, but there's got to be stuff living in it because it's going down there to eat, right?
Fair enough point.
Maybe it's not the actual shit. Maybe it tried to take a bite out of something that said, fuck you.
Well, I mean, let me see if I can find it again. But
Yeah,
there was,
so
there was
what's-
a spot here where you could see him in the water, and there was like a fish right next to him. Fuck was it?
Fish.
I don't want to go through this whole thing again. Oh, simmer down.
Oh,
See
there
it?
is, yeah.
So there's,
But
I
that
don't-
fish looks dead.
dead, very much, right? Like so is he just going down there to snack on shit that's dead? Is he going down to snack on other shit? But this is what it made me think of, is like these underwater lakes that we can't even penetrate. Like we have no idea what's at the bottom of the ocean.
The Blue
Why-
Lagoon.
Why can't we penetrate it though? Like,
Because
we don't have equipment.
yeah, because it's too salinous. Like,
Yeah, it's highly.
you know what a float
salinated.
tank is?
yeah,
It's a saltwater tank.
I know. I understand. I understand. Like, I understand the concept, but I'm just like,
Why don't we have something?
we're getting ready
do
to send
that
people
yet?
to fucking Mars, and we don't have something that can deal with some salty water.
Are we really though?
Are we?
Are we really getting ready to send people to
Because-
Mars? Or are we sending them to fucking Iceland?
Because flat earthers might tell you that the firmament is just another type of water that we can't penetrate. And then if you go and watch things like Elon Musk trying to get to outer space and maybe breaking orbit, it does sound like the rocket is going through water. Like there's a lot of weird shit that goes on, dude. And then like if you're up in a plane, most pilots will tell you that the Earth is flat.
I
Not
wanna know-
most, but a lot will.
I want to know what's happening with Space Force.
They're figuring out how to project hologram UFOs up into the sky.
Well, that's lame.
You're taking out weather balloons.
It's not Space Force. That's the Air Force.
It's one and the same.
Or the $400,000
Actually, yeah,
Sidewinder
the Space
missile.
Force is a subdivision of Air Force, I believe.
Is it?
I don't know. I think Space
think
Force
it's its
might
own
be
branch.
separate now.
Yeah, I
I
think
think NASA was part of the Air Force.
Yeah, NASA was like, well, they worked closely with the Air Force,
No,
or they had to
they
like
were-
report to the Air Force or some shit like that.
They were Air Force. Like not all.
Like when it started,
I'm
maybe when it
pretty
started.
sure
yeah.
they were all.
Can you enlist into the Space Force?
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta do the hand gesture though. I
It's
like
this, Bill.
how you didn't even look at me, Maddie, and you knew what I was doing.
No.
So the United
The
States
thumb is out to the side, people.
The United States Space Force is a separate and distinct branch of the armed services, organized under the Department of Air Force in a manner very similar to how
For
the
this
Marine
one
Corps
anyways,
is
John.
organized under the Department of the Navy.
Sultan.
Oh,
Sultan.
organized under-
Oh, you okay? Were you abused as a child? That was flinchy, bro.
I didn't flinch.
Oh, it sure looked like it.
No.
Sorry.
Okay, so it's a separate and distinct branch, but still organized under the Department of the Air Force. So, like the Marines to the Navy.
Space Force. Wait, isn't that the same symbol that they use in Star Trek? Isn't it the
It's
Star Trek?
very close. The one side is like slightly wider and elongated.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
All right, let's compare the two. Fuck it.
How the fuck do you? Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
I told you. Did you think I was lying?
Wow. That is,
That's cool though. I love that.
That is awfully
That's fucking
close.
awesome.
oh my God. They even got the little swoop around it. I just realized that.
Hell yes, dude.
Unreal.
That's fucking awesome. I love it. I love it.
I guess, dude. But, I mean, that's because you believe space travel is real.
Well, if it is, woohoo. Sign
Yo.
me up.
If it is, I'd rather have a star command than not have a star command.
For real.
Fair.
For real. Why are we fucking around? Better to have it and not need it than need it and not fucking have it.
So,
America.
Fuck yeah.
a lot of the theories of
Guns everywhere.
Jesus,
Even in space.
space guns.
Space guns.
So the theory with flat Earth is that with space travel is that humans are not up in space, but that we do have machinery up past what they call the firmament.
So satellites and shit.
Yeah, but not as many as you would think, and they only last so long, and they think they fall back down to Earth, and yeah, it's weird, dude. It's wild.
With as many satellites as been shot up there and are supposedly still up there.
No. With as many as you've been told are shot up there.
Bro, you can look up and watch Starlink fly around the fucking planet now.
No. You can look up to the firmament and see Starlink fly around.
Being projected on a fucking...
No, it's up there.
Flying on a grid above the flat Earth.
It's just, it's just within the dome that we can't bypass.
Bill.
See, that's my problem with fucking flat
Bill,
Earth theories. It just
shut
sounds
up.
like the Truman Show, okay?
Shut up. No. There's fucking...
It's a great movie, but
Who's the ancient guy that
Terrible
looked
theory.
at the shadows of two fucking objects?
Oh, you want to go there?
Yeah. Oh,
You
yeah.
wanna go there?
Oh, I want to go there.
Oh, you want to go there?
I want to go there, bro.
Let's see if I can find this.
He's an ancient guy who fucking looked and seen that there's a shadow at the time of day that's at one point in one part of the earth, and then at the other part, at the same time of year, the shadow is elongated. Why is that? Oh, because there's a...
Did Professor Ewan script my dynamical systems paper, or did you?
Well, here's
Shut
the
it.
thing, though.
Way
the
better than
Earth
a
was
D.
flat, and things like physics, especially shooting firearms, with the Coriolis effect takes place, flat Earth would completely denounce that.
Why?
With how trajectory and bullet drop is compared to distance, the rotation of the Earth, wind speed.
No.
Dew point, humidity, all of those-
What you're saying is that these people have been taught a certain way to shoot their gun, and they've been told that the Earth is round, and that's the reason that their gun works that way.
No, it's fucking science.
No. Well, it's not though. There's actually court cases out there that prove that the Earth is flat because no one can give you an experiment that proves that the Earth is round.
If that was the case, we could curve bullets like in the movie Wanted, but we can't.
No.
Physically impossible.
No. It's physically impossible still, but it has nothing to do with the Earth being round or flat. If the Earth was flat and gravity still existed the way that we know that it does,
Then physics and gravity wouldn't.
right, and
be
it wouldn't make
subject.
and it would make zero difference on which way the Earth was turning and in which direction it was turning and at what orbit it was turning. Just that gravity
Disagree.
and the same math still exist.
so everybody that's circumnavigated the globe.
Has only circumnavigated it east to west, never north to south. The Earth has never been gone north to south, even though it would be faster.
So what is it then, a ring?
It's a circle. It's a flat circle. It's a flat Earth. It's actually quite like that because right around here would be the continent of Antarctica
Yeah,
or the ice wall.
But if people still east to west, right?
You would have fallen off.
So how are there
circumnavigate east to west? You still got to go. Like, how do you just and show up on the other side
And how do people fucking live in Antarctica?
without it being a
Who
sphere?
lives in Antarctica?
There's scientists that are stationed in Antarctica.
Who? Have you met them?
Look it up.
Have you met them? Have you held their hand? Have you touched it?
Are you telling me it's like fucking the NASA shit?
Sounds pretty realistic.
You got to put the drugs down, bro.
I'm just saying.
Sounds like Billy wants to get a boat and
it
go to
is-
the fucking Antarctica.
No, we
Right.
can't. It's illegal. All the countries in the world say that it's illegal. Every country in the world.
Look it up. I don't believe you.
There is no direct air service from the United States to Antarctica. Flights to and over Antarctica are operated from a number of countries to that is not. So
Haha.
let me rephrase this.
There's no direct way to get there,
no.
but you can.
No, it is illegal to go to Antarctica on a boat by yourself.
Scroll back up there.
You
though.
have to have permission.
Scroll back up there for me. Real
Yeah, because
Go
you
ahead.
have to cross international
So
waters
flights
of
to-
various countries.
Yes, but you're misunderstanding what I said in the first place. You can go to Antarctica, quote unquote. You can go to Antarctica, but you can only go to a certain part of Antarctica. You can't go explore any part of Antarctica that you want. You can't take your own boat to Antarctica, hop off, and just go start exploring. You can't claim territory for yourself. I'm just saying, as far as Antarctica goes, they make it damn near impossible for you to go there.
You saying the Nazis were onto something?
I'm saying that somebody somewhere could have lied to us at some point. And here's the thing.
But flights
Is-
over Antarctica, so people could still look out the window and see shit.
What do you see? Big white stuff? That could be Greenland. How do you know what you're seeing?
You're telling me, so people from the southern hemisphere
And
are
not
going to be
only that,
flowing all the way up the north side of the planet,
but here, not
shown
only that,
Greenland, and then flown all the way back to the south hemisphere and
so
to their destination.
on the flat Earth map, I'm gonna pull it up right here. I don't know any of these. This is a good one. So you see this ring of ice?
Yeah, the one that supposedly represents Antarctica. Yes.
Now flat Earth.
I like that picture down there with the fucking tinfoil hat. That's perfect for this.
All right. Let me see if I can find a video of it. So I just watched it earlier. There's a.
Seeing a lot of shit debunking
Well,
flat Earth.
Yeah, I'm also on
It's
fucking.
bullshit.
I'm also on Google.
Okay, go
This is
to
true.
Dogpile. What do you want?
Okay. Yeah. What are you showing me here? This is not what I was looking for.
Clickbait. That's what he's showing you.
Clickbait.
Yeah, it looks a little clickbaity, I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, people have gone up and witnessed the curvature of the Earth.
They've
Feel
tried
like-
shining powerful lasers miles and noticed that, hey, the laser was off target because the Earth isn't flat.
Okay, I want to make a.
Whoa, sorry about that.
Flat Earthers themselves did that experiment.
Wait, what happens with the lasers shining off the planet?
Okay, so I don't know where the video is. I'm trying to find
You
it.
telling me the gravity of the planet affects the light beam?
No, the laser points straight and their target is
Yeah,
due
so
to the
that
curvature
that is the
low.
only plausible
okay.
experiment that says that the Earth might be round. The only plausible experiment,
Not the shadows.
not the shadows,
That is
because
very
I
much
can prove
easier.
I can prove that I'll try to find a video of that too, but I can
I would
prove
love
that.
to see that one.
Yeah, basically, if the Earth is a circle and there's a globe on top of it, what happens is, what they did is they took a map and they put a glass globe on top of it, and they shone a light pointing down in this direction. And as you go around in a circle, because of the glass globe, the other portion is in shadow. So as you're going around, boop, and it actually makes more sense that the moon would. I don't know if it makes more sense, but it makes sense that the moon would also change because the sun is getting closer to it, and in doing so is creating the crescent shapes in the moon. And then as it passes, it creates the smaller crescent shapes. It's a really cool concept. But what I'm looking for...
What you just said made my head hurt. That's all you accomplished there.
I feel like this is the
I heard
same
a lot
people.
of word soup right there, Bill.
This
Well,
is the
I'm
same
sorry.
people standing in front of a mirror going, "Oh my God, I can see it in the mirror."
Right? Oh my God.
It just makes me go, "Oh, who let you fucking..."
Oh, it's a beautiful Earth.
You're the sperm that won? Ugh.
All right. I really should have saved that video, but I didn't think we were going to be talking about this tonight because I don't actually believe it. I just...
I know, you seem pretty gung-ho.
Well, I like the idea of it.
Okay, no, I'm not talking about the shadow of night and day, though, which either way you slice it, a fucking sun revolving around the edge of the earth, you're going to see light 24 hours a day regardless. I don't care what the fuck you say. And then as far as, the ancient guy who noticed shadows, like I think one was in Alexandria, and he was looking at like obelisks. He's looking at one in Alexandria and one much further south of that, and noticed that the shadows at same time of day, same time of year.
Yeah, so I'll look it up, and we'll go over that. But you got to remember that was also in ancient Greece, and we have technology.
But it was a simple understanding of the fact that the planet is.
It was a very
in fact,
simple
a globe.
Yes, but it was a very simple understanding, and could have been done wrong because it was one experiment that wasn't.
That can be repeated.
It wasn't, and it can't be.
The fuck it can't.
It can't.
The fuck it can't.
No one's been able to repeat it since.
So what is the logic behind the fact that nobody's ever fallen off?
Because that's what I'm trying to show you right here. So as I go up, we're going to watch this video.
There's a basic problem in showing the world on a flat map. The world's not flat, so that's the problem. When you take something that's a round globe and try to flatten it out, things...
Okay, right there. Do you see what just happened?
Everything gets distorted.
No. Well, yeah, everything gets distorted as well. But do you see how... Imagine that globe was at the bottom, and Antarctica is at the South Pole, correct?
Yeah.
Now imagine that map gets split open from the bottom.
I understand how that happens with Antarctica.
And then what happens is there's an ice ring around it. So no one has fallen off because there's an ice ring that surrounds the entire flat Earth.
That we supposedly can't go past.
Right.
Even though flights go over it, supposedly.
Supposedly. But there's a firmament, supposedly, that doesn't let us go past it. And they're...
So what do? They fly into it and then fucking teleport right out to the projected direction of their intended destination?
Ask Amelia Earhart.
She was trying to fly east to west or some shit, wasn't she?
Well, she crashed and got
She was
eaten
trying
by
to
a bunch of
circumnavigate.
cannibals.
Crabs, probably, not cannibals.
No, she was trying to circumnavigate the globe, though.
Yes,
she was flying at a much lower, like more closer to the equator and shit.
Yes, she was, but it was a joke. It's all a joke.
In poor taste.
My whole life is in poor taste. All I'm saying is that it's just as plausible to me because do you understand the science that says that the Earth is round? Like, truly understand it from the bottom of your heart?
I have a sister-in-law that does. It's good enough for me.
Because someone told you?
I mean, the high-altitude photographs.
I'm telling you the Earth is flat. Why don't you believe me?
Because you sound dumb.
I'm just saying.
And every other flat earther I've ever come across sounded dumb.
This is the smallest.
I don't know, man. I see a lot of them, and I'm like,
hell?
I don't know. I'm not watching this.
Clickbait.
Yep.
Is that Joe Rogan talking to Elon Musk?
Yep.
Click it.
No, I'm not clicking on fucking Joe Rogan and Elon Musk talking about it.
You suck.
I was looking for an actual video.
Because you know they fucking smashed the hell out of the theory.
No, they actually don't. Elon Musk just says that it's not right. And, I mean, do you believe Elon Musk?
Yeah, he's a fucking alien. Lizard king of the Flachmann-Gutter.
I don't know, man. To me, it's just like, it's just as plausible to be lied to about the Earth being round as it is to be lied to about aliens, as it is to be lied to about our taxes.
As it is to be lied to about this whole existence.
Yeah, as it is to be lied to about the goddamn fluoride in our water, right?
The firmament, the only reason why we can't cross that barrier is because our buffering speed sucks. And the developers haven't had time to develop the rest of what is behind that.
They're like
barrier.
me, they got to upgrade their rig.
And it was Socrates, John, and I'm going to give you that video that you were looking for.
It is said that Socrates, the legendary Greek philosopher, first popularized the idea that the Earth was round rather than flat. He observed a lunar eclipse and realized that the shadow on the moon cast by the Earth was curved, which prompted him to deduce that the Earth must be round in order to cast a curved shadow. Additionally, the shape of the moon, a celestial body just like the Earth, was also clearly round, leading him to postulate that all celestial bodies must be round, including our planet.
That wasn't what you were looking for. I thought it was.
No, but that was actually kind of better.
No, because I can debunk that too. Because if the Earth is a round circle, like a round flat circle, and the moon is a round flat circle, then that's why we see the moon as a round flat circle.
Explain the shadow on the moon from the globe.
Because when the sun passes it, which is also a round flat circle, it creates a circle shape on the moon.
The sun, which, is not illuminated at the time it's passing in front of the fucking moon then?
No, it is. But it's going like this, and the moon is also going like this. And it just goes... Just saying, man. It makes just as
So
much
how do you
sense.
not see the sun and the moon in the sky at the same fucking time?
We do all the time. You can't tell me you've never woken up in the morning and seen the sun and the moon in the same fucking spot or in the same fucking sky.
Not in the same fucking spot.
Not in the same
with a
spot. Never in the
crescent-shaped
same
moon.
spot.
Not with
Right.
a crescent-shaped moon. I see crescent-shaped moon and sun.
Look,
Explain
let
that.
me find it.
Explain that.
Let me find it.
You're gonna tell me the sun's
Why
casting a
are we
shit?
getting ghetto?
I'm sorry. I'm getting hyped about the subject because what the fuck, dude? Like you can't explain a shadow on the moon created by the sun.
Chill,
If
Johnny.
the sun
What if the
is in
truth
the
destroys
sky,
our economy?
Whoa. Tell me about it, Mr. Beast. Oh, this is a Mr. Beast video? Even better.
Never seen this guy before.
We talked about him like 20 times.
oh my god, you're right.
But I've never seen the guy.
Then you need to fucking research some shit.
What is that saying? Suck a dick. Hold my nuts.
Looks like this.
All right.
In this video, I will once again be talking about
This
the
man
flat
has a
Earth theory
Rubik's Cube
and
where
also
it's
this
not
special
even a
flat
fucking
Earth twisted
flat
puzzle that I have constructed. This weird combination is because my channel is for puzzle fans, but I like to cover other topics as well. Flat Earthers generally believe the world is a circle surrounded by an ice wall and covered with a dome. Within this dome there is a small sun as shown here, though not to scale. It's about 1,000 miles above the surface and circles the North Pole in the middle, along with stars and 1 or 2 self-luminescent moon disks. As far as I know, this is considered the entire universe, so nothing exists beyond the dome or much deeper than a few miles down. If you travel to an edge, some believe, like Pac-Man, you re-enter at the opposite side. In the real world, most scientists believe our universe is a finite size, so you could equally ask what would happen if you approached an edge. Okay, so now for the puzzle. After I demonstrate and solve
I
it...
don't care about your puzzle. I mean, it's cool as shit that you made a puzzle, but not what I'm looking for.
If you reach the end, it makes sense. You fucking died because it's fucking flat. There's nowhere else to go. If you're on a bridge and the bridge is not completely built and you drive off the end of that uncompleted fucking bridge,
covered by a dome.
Fucking die.
Okay, so covered by a dome, then people flying over Antarctica should supposedly hit a fucking invisible wall.
That's what I said earlier. You don't want to believe that.
And just
I don't.
To the other side. I don't know. Not buying it.
It'd be like the epitome of being mushroom stamped by the fucking...
You know what?
That would be proof that we live in a simulation and someone just fucking unplug it already because I'm tired of this
You know
game.
what? China has better information. We're going to China.
I love your headpiece, man. I wanted to point that out.
This fucking guy is hilarious.
Yeah, he's coming to Rochester soon. Oh, dude, he's so funny.
He's funny as hell, yeah.
But yeah, he's coming to Rochester. I was thinking about looking up.
He does
tickets.
good crowd work.
Yeah, I'd go with you guys. You guys would be the greatest fucking group to go.
It would be very expensive.
Lydia wants to go see him.
What? I'm not looking for.
All kinds
John,
of
how do I use TikTok?
Dude, I got it on my phone. I don't fuck around with the.
I didn't even realize they had a fucking website.
Right. No, that's too much for me.
I don't get it.
You gotta log in.
I don't know how to log in.
You gotta log in because it wants your algorithm, Bill. It wants to feed you more of the content that you're getting. You're spoon-fed, bullshit.
Wish somebody would feed me with a spoon.
The media does every day.
Well, watch the fucking news. Fuck them.
This is the video I was looking for.
Proof that the Earth is flat. Watch this clip. This is all fake, and I'm going to explain. First of all,
they do this all the
where
time.
are the stars?
So, is he going to go
You can
into
literally see
exposure?
0 stars. This just proves that this is all faked. It's made up in a studio with a green screen or something. Gravity
Bro,
would
you
pull
can
them.
walk outside and look in the sky and not see fucking stars.
That's because of clouds, supposedly.
No, that's a good question though.
Yeah, but then if you take that image and then you highlight it in like Canva or anything like that, so on a normal image when you do that, the expansion and the exposure will spread out throughout the whole screen, and it doesn't do that on a lot of NASA videos. What it does is it only exposes what would be like us on the green screen, and the green screen's black. Because you can just black it out. And then there's no exposure that goes onto it because it's a blacked out area. It's the way green screens work. And like playing around with green screens all day, I can tell you that's exactly how it fucking works.
So why didn't they put fucking stars on
it? Because you can't fake where the stars are and do it accurately all the time. And people will pick it out and go, ho, ho, ho. That's not where we are.
So fake it to the point where, okay, so there's no stars. That's awfully conspicuous.
There's no stars because of the reflections off the clouds.
Dude, this guy's awesome. He's one of my favorites.
That's why you can't see any stars.
East and west. 0 people have done it south. Nobody's gone south and popped up on the other side of the world.
Could this not be due to the treacherous conditions of obviously the North Pole, South Pole? It's pretty tough to travel through something like that.
Let me show you some plane routes which might help you see this. So when you want to go from Buenos Aires to Perth, Australia, this is the route that they actually take. They stop in Frankfurt and Singapore, or they go this way. They stop either in Miami or Houston, and then again in Los Angeles, then in Sydney, and then Perth. Why don't they just cut across the bottom of the ball here? Bam. We're not allowed to go over Antarctica. It's too rough. It's too crazy there. Just go around. There's
you have to
islands out here.
refuel,
Just go
idiot.
this way. It's a much shorter route. If the Earth is a ball, everything should be similar
He
at
wouldn't, though, 'cause it's a
equal
shorter
northern
route.
and southern latitudes. Billions of people.
I mean, that you wouldn't have to because it's a shorter route.
Yeah, it'd be a nonstop flight.
Oh, this is the SpaceX one I was talking about. We can hear this one. Like, you can actually hear the water in that one.
Yeah, but it makes sense though. Our oxygen or
But it really sounded like that was somebody recording something and not that ship. Because
No, it was that ship. That was I've watched that video other times.
Pay attention to the continents.
This is what I was talking about.
They are still positioned north, east, west, and south. And take a look at the ice wall. What's it become when you turn it into a ball? It becomes the Antarctica. And if you'll notice, it's south of all the continents, just like the ice wall is south of all the continents on the flat Earth map. And therefore, you cannot tell the difference. The only reason that you believe what you believe is because that's what you have been taught to believe without questioning it.
Doesn't the Pyrie Rice map actually show some similar?
It shows exactly that.
And then the rocket video was awfully conspicuous too, because as soon as it made a sound like it was hitting splashdown, it stopped spinning.
Yeah.
Like immediately. Like I know that we've got really good, you know.
I think there was also mermaids on that map though.
There was, but
well, yeah.
What makes you think mermaids didn't exist at one point? What, you're going to tell me out of all the things that have been alive on this planet that you don't think something mermaid-like existed?
I think it could have.
Manatees.
I just want to know who fucked the fish. Because if that happens, that's not natural.
There was another one I was hoping to find, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it.
Look up the Pyrie Rice map.
Yeah, I'm going to here. I was just hoping to get this one.
I don't know.
Let's see if I can find the one I'm looking for. I mean, to me, it was just compelling. It's this guy, but...
Pilots prove Earth is flat with evidence.
Trying to see if I can find the video I'm looking for.
Maybe mermaids were just a type of humanoid that evolved to live in those conditions. And maybe, like, in Egypt, when people refer to reptilian humanoids, maybe the humanoids back then that were in the Egypt and shit were reptilian.
Well, I mean, we know that...
Different subgroups of humanoid all across the world.
We know that people fuck animals, man. And who's to say that someone didn't try it on a dolphin? Just throwing that out there. All right.
It's a few generations of fucking.
Good God, Billy, you destroyed that. It's...
What? It's right here.
It's P-I-R-I.
No, I don't. It doesn't even matter.
No, because luckily Google knows exactly what the hell you were looking at.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, see that, though, the show is a different continent altogether, being the wall.
Yeah, because that's not the real thing.
this is the Perry Reese map.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not, actually.
No.
The sacred texts one right there, the third one. Yeah. Is
this one?
All of those are the real one, like you can tell. Yeah.
Oh, no, it wasn't. The Perry East map was the one that showed America looking different. That's what it was.
Well,
it wasn't the Perry Reese map.
It showed lands that weren't supposedly known about at the time, but had been created, had been compiled from other maps that supposedly pre-existed.
Well, no, that's what it was. The Perry Reese map had the Bimini Road on it. And that was the big thing on the Perry Reese map, is it showed like the actual road structure. I remember now.
Oh, from like the one deal, yeah.
Down the rabbit hole.
The ancient civilization.
Well, what might have been an ancient civilization. It's a road underwater that, well, it looks like a road underwater that scientists say is a natural occurring.
How?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll pull up pictures.
I don't buy that.
I cannot find the map that I was looking for.
No footsies, Maddie.
This actually might
wearing
be
steel toes?
Composite.
Yeah. That's all right. I'll aim a little higher.
No one's ever done this to me. Go, Johnny, go, go, go.
Bring you to the sugar bush, boy.
I don't know. Now I'm thrown off. Maybe Perry Reese was the one that showed America. I don't know. There's a lot of old map makers that I don't fucking remember off the top of my head, so that's my life.
Fucking tangent we ended up on.
For real.
Yeah. Anyways, flat Earth. Totally
Flat
think
Earth,
it's possible.
That's the tangent. I don't buy it. I still don't buy it.
To me, it's just as possible as outer space.
I don't know.
Why? Because you've been told your whole life that it's not?
No, because gravity doesn't work that way either.
How do you know? Because you've been told your whole life. You are literally just being a sheep and going with it, bro.
Well, technically, if you're hopping on the bandwagon for flat earthism, you're being a sheep too.
Why?
Because somebody woke up one day and was like, I'm going to be fucking wrong and you're going to follow me.
Sounds about right. I mean, I'm not saying I actually believe in flat Earth, but I'm just saying I don't actually believe in space either. So I haven't been there. I haven't touched it.
We have the capacity for nuclear fucking bombs.
Sure.
We can wipe continents from the face of this fucking Earth.
Yeah, but we can't.
And
go
you're
to the
telling me
bottom
I
of the
can't
ocean.
use a fucking nuclear bomb on that ice wall and say, fuck you, I just lost everything over the side.
Yeah, but
Flat Earth isn't real.
what if we hit it with a nuke and it loses everything over the side? And
Well,
that's why
fuck.
they
Then
haven't
I'm
done
wrong, and then the Earth was flat, and we just lost all our water.
it. Maybe that's why they haven't done it.
Sometimes just gotta say, hey, I'm gonna fuck up for all of us.
But are you sure they haven't done it?
So this still begs the question: what the fuck is beyond?
I don't know. What's beyond outer space?
We're like a lasagna. We're a lasagna under a dome. Is how some people perceive it.
We're a lasagna.
Yeah, because there's layers outside of
Like
the
an onion.
Antarctic ice.
Well, yeah. So that's.
Oh,
I mean,
come on! Now I gotta see this.
All right. So
All
Talking
I'm
about lasagna
saying
makes
is
me
I'm too
kinda
fucking
hungry, though.
stubborn to believe anything until I see fucking answers.
Flat Earth, Asgard.
yeah, I'll see if I can find the map. There it is.
Oh, like so all the realms then?
Yeah. So you got Atlantis, Lemura. You got the Isles of Anubis, Isis, Osiris, Nemo, Odin or Asgard. I mean, then there's supposed to be like outside of the ice wall. There's supposed to be all these other realms or places that you can see or go to. Like this one's a little different.
Is that why they refer to Earth as Midgard?
Yeah.
Because it's in the middle?
That's what they say, man.
That's wild. That's a wild concept.
I mean, and not only that, but most of these maps say that there's like 9 worlds.
9 planes.
Yeah. Which would be, the 9 planets or the 9 realms, the 9, it's just, I don't know, man. If it's a fake theory, it's a really good one, and I enjoy it. That's all there is to it. I hated it for a long time, but I now enjoy it.
If this is the kind of flat Earth we're going for, then I'm all for it. Let's fucking get outside that fucking ice wall and start looking at shit. I'm curious, but I still don't buy it.
Yeah, but still, if you look at outer space, Earth is still the center of the solar system.
What?
Maddie, don't make me slap you.
It's considered a centralized point of the solar system.
No, it is not.
I'm not saying it's the actual center of the solar, but they consider it a centralized.
Check out this geocentric motherfucker.
I mean, honestly, you can't even knock it because if technically nothing exists beyond this dome, then technically all we've ever known is a
fair enough.
No, I know the difference between geocentric and heliocentric. I'm not a fucking moron. The sun is the center, the actual center. But saying
they stopped believing that in 380 BC.
Yeah, when did they stop believing it was fucking flat?
I said a centralized, not the central, a centralized point of what we can comprehend.
I don't understand what you're saying with that. Sometime before 500 BC. And my theory is that because we believe that from sometime from 500 BC, is that it wasn't provable until maybe like the 1960s that they were fucking wrong.
Mm-hmm. Except for the calculations they were making on arrows and shit to gun down invading armies.
On arrows and fucking, yes, dude. Like, all I'm saying is that 500 BC, and we've believed the math till today. It hasn't changed at all.
Have you seen an actual heavy bow? Those shits can launch.
I'm just saying that the math, if the math is the same, whether gravity works the way that it works on a flat planet or on a round planet, if it works the same either way.
It doesn't, though.
But how do you know? Because you've been told?
That's not how gravity works. You would be getting pulled towards the center of mass, regardless if it's a sphere or a flat surface.
But that's only if we're spinning.
So when you get close to the edge of that flat surface, guess what? You're going to be doing the Michael Jackson fucking everywhere.
But that's only if we're spinning.
No. Centrifugal rotation has nothing to do with it.
Sorry, that's only if we're not spinning.
Because
either way, he's saying it's irrelevant, whether we're spinning or not.
Yeah, centrifugal rotation is the opposite of gravity. It's trying to fling us from the planet.
Right. So if it was spinning and it was trying to fling us in the opposite direction, then it wouldn't matter if we're standing in the center of it because it's trying to fling us in the opposite direction. The closer we are to it, the less effect it would have on us.
So you're saying all the people in the southern hemisphere are constantly fighting a force of getting swung off the planet?
No, because the gravity holds them in the same position. I'm just saying it's just as possible, dude. It's just as fucking possible.
What?
So anyway, there's a fucking new Star Wars game out.
Fuck that.
Yes, and I still haven't played it. I've pre-downloaded it on my console and everything, and I haven't even fucking touched it yet. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
It's getting review bombed, so have fun, John.
What do you mean review bombed?
You can never make fucking people happy.
Are you fucking kidding me?
It's supposed to
Everything
be
I'm
terrible.
seeing says it's fucking phenomenal. I have a friend who's playing it right now. She's fucking loving it.
I heard
performance issues though.
I heard it was the same fucking game.
It feels like it needs a little blue pill.
I heard it was the same
No,
game.
you start the same way you end the last game with all your skills, all that shit. Then you get the bonus of choosing your own saber style, your stance, all that.
So it's the same game except you get to choose your stance and your saber style.
It's more immersive.
It's the same game, dude.
Oh my god. That can be said about anything, Bill.
Yes. Again, that's why games need to come up with some new shit.
I don't know. That's why I be liking some of the games I be playing.
It's a story-driven game, though. See, that's the thing. You don't appreciate a story-driven game, you freaking mongoloid.
Speaking of upcoming games, John, do you got enough room for Redfall reserved on your console?
How much space does it take?
I don't fucking know.
What is Redfall?
Probably not. I think I've got like maybe
new game coming out on Xbox Game
You know what?
Pass. It's like a.
I'll tell you right now how much memory I got.
It feels
Skyrim-esque with vampires.
I wouldn't say Skyrim-esque. I would say more like Left 4 Dead, but a little bit more open.
Okay. Yeah, probably not my game.
With
anyways.
vampires.
Maybe. I don't know. I like Left 4 Dead.
Like you gotta like stake them all. Like
Gotta stake them all.
Like you can shoot them to like down them, but to finish them off, you actually gotta go stake them or have a gun that shoots stakes. And
That's
shit.
pretty
Like,
cool.
It looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. So I'll probably be playing that tomorrow on stream.
I've been stuck on Ancestors, and John is right. Like, if you don't like a story-driven game, Ancestors is the game for you. It's all about just fucking open world exploration, and it's dope.
And getting eaten. And going through generations of primates.
Yeah, but see, you can have both. You can have open world and story driven.
Debatable.
I mean, Grand Theft Auto did it.
Debatable.
Tom Clancy's done it. And multiple games.
Is that truly an open world?
Yeah, except for the fact that you can't go inside every building.
With the exception that you can't like can you just completely skip the entire story and just like do what the fuck you want the entire time you play that game? Because I know you can do that with Skyrim for sure. Besides the tutorial mission.
I don't know about the latest one. I know back in the older ones you had to like get to a certain point in the game to unlock the whole map.
Oh, cool. I have 64 gigabytes left on my console.
That might be enough.
Nice.
Might be.
I have the power to turn this thing on remotely. I thought about doing it real quick to freak Lydia out. She'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I use the Ring cameras like once every 5 months to fuck with Aurelia.
At least I'm pretty sure
Because you can talk through them.
Yeah.
So I'll just start like whispering her name or something. You fuck with her.
Yeah, I think Redfall's coming to Game Pass, I think. I'm pretty sure anyways. But yeah.
Just start giggling maniacally.
But yeah, I mean, there's a couple good games coming out this month. A couple good ones.
Like what?
Tears of the Kingdom, Legend of Zelda. That's on the 12th. I don't know, dude. I think I'm just gonna have
story-driven game.
I am
you
so
can't pitch
over
this kid.
Zelda games, dude.
It's not even.
Yo, that's a religion right there, bro.
Yeah, why I'm over it. Over it.
What are you talking
I was over it after Ocarina of Time.
Oof. It's because that's the only one he tried to play and he got fucking schooled in it.
No.
He got to the water temple, got frustrated, fucking chokeslammed at the controller.
No, I definitely got frustrated a couple times, but I enjoyed the game. But
Did you
anything
beat it?
after that, yeah.
The water temple was a pain in the fucking
Anything
It's-
after that, I just didn't
dude,
enjoy.
The water temple is like notorious.
Just all the shit you can do just seems like it seems like they took Breath of the Wild's like sandbox and just gave you more sandbox on top of it. And hopefully they gave us some dungeons back. Because like you can literally take any like you can combine and make your own fucking like you see 3 logs, you can put them together, make a raft, and then throw a fan on them to get a fucking sailboat. Type
Oh
of
yeah,
shit
you
going.
can craft shit. That's
kinda
cool. Yeah.
You can
The
take
breakable weapons.
you
in
can take a
Breath of the Wild
stick
piss
and
me off.
or you know you can take your sword and stick like a fucking pitchfork on it, so you have like a super long fucking.
It threw me off.
Or
Poke 'em from
take
a
an
distance.
explosive barrel and stick it on his shield, so you can fucking just walk into an enemy and have them hit the fucking explosive barrel while you're fine.
I mean, they have cool concepts. Sure. But and I don't know.
I don't know. It just seems like it's like complete freedom to pretty much fuck around and find out. And
That's
do
what
whatever you
Minecraft
want.
is, and you hate Minecraft.
Isn't the new Dead Island game supposed to be pretty good too? As
Yeah,
far
but
as like,
Minecraft doesn't have me saving a princess.
It has you killing a dragon.
Fair. It's also
I like Dungeons.
I don't know.
Bill, Dungeons isn't story driven.
There's 90s video games that have better graphics than Minecraft. That's
Are you talking Minecraft Dungeons?
Yeah.
I cannot play that fucking game.
Why not?
It drives me up the wall. It's so goddamn stupid.
Bill's
It's-
not a.
It's everything I hated about Minecraft, put into a fucking game.
It's dungeon crawler. It's
yes,
just
it's
a dungeon
terrible.
crawler.
It's so bad. So bad. I'll play Path of Exiles all goddamn day, but I will not play that fucking game.
Path of Exile's like ridiculous with the character choices and building.
Yeah.
Like absolute ridiculous.
Dude, I used to have some wild characters on that game. Jimmy did too. That necromancer you ran for a long time. Whew. That's a dungeon crawler. That's a game.
So you guys are like WoW nerds.
No.
Never.
Path of
like
Exile
WoW.
is closer to Diablo than it is WoW.
Okay, well, whatever. It's still the high graphic driven.
No, it's not highest graphics either, but just better than Minecraft still.
Super huge customizations. And
Yeah, like you could literally start with the mage class and spec with all warrior skills. Basically, you can skill all the way over to the warrior skills.
Yeah.
So you can make these weird ass hybrid classes and shit, and like it's just a lot of fun.
That's a fun game. There's tons of loot to find.
If you like theory crafting and fucking,
it's not easy. It's an actual dungeon crawl.
You're gonna make like 8 characters before you even get to the final acts because the game's gonna start kicking your ass because you're not making your characters right type shit.
Yep.
Like
you're gonna have to figure out what kind of characters you like.
All right, this is an old ass game. Then gotta be.
It's an older one. Yeah. It's been out.
It's free to play still.
That's why I like open world story driven games.
This one's not really open world though. This one's more like traditional dungeon crawl.
It's an action RPG, just
Like old school fucking.
It's Diablo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
very
literally
similar to
they have
Diablo.
like half their development team used to work on Diablo.
What the hell is the old ass
like
NES dungeon crawler? Gauntlet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow, I haven't played that shit in a long time.
So it's more like that.
Me and Bo actually got
Kinda.
one of the more recent ones on PlayStation.
Do we?
Yeah.
Which one is that?
It's a
I don't know,
crossplay.
it just got relabeled Gauntlet again. I think it's
Is
just
it crossplay? I will totally download that.
I don't
shit.
know if it's crossplay.
Woo.
Dark Legacy was the shit though. Great 3D fucking Gauntlet.
Oh yeah.
Slayer Edition, yep. That's the one we got.
Yep. Yeah, I mean
It's
those
more in line with the old school one. Like there's no like fancy abilities and shit like that.
Yeah, dude, if you like Gauntlet, you'll love Path of Exile.
Crossplay.
Doesn't matter. You want Path of Exile.
Is that crossplay? If
Yes.
it's not crossplay, I'm not gonna fucking play
Path of Exile is crossplay.
I don't think so.
What?
Wait, it might be for consoles. Second one's about to come out soon too, which is going to be like interwoven with the first one.
I guess it's not.
it. So no. Is Gauntlet crossplay? Because you looked up Gauntlet PS4, so that's just gonna give you PS4 shit.
Gauntlet Slayer Edition cross play.
Crossplat.
Die quieter, will you?
Shut it.
No.
Woo.
Only for PlayStation and PC.
Yeah. Doesn't even look like it's out on Xbox.
Lame.
Yeah.
I thought Path of Exile was cross-platform.
No.
Fucking lame.
Yeah, that sucks. Maybe if you bought a real system, that wouldn't be an issue.
GFY.
I mean, actually, you got a PS4 though, don't you?
Yeah, but I'm not paying for another online account.
You might not
It's
have to
free to
because it's
play.
a free-to-play game,
Yeah. You shouldn't have to.
so you can try it out.
Meh. You guys will never fucking play it.
That one? Yes, I would.
Pretty sure it's still on my PlayStation, actually.
Mine is too. I just downloaded it on my PS5 because I love that game. I was like, it's small. I might as well put it on here.
Just because you can literally sit there and theory craft about your characters more than you play the game sometimes. You're just like, how do I want to take this? 'Cause there's so many choices and
Yeah,
shit.
so most free-to-play games such as Fortnite, Apex Legends, Call of Duty Warzone do not require memberships.
Just the internet.
which is cool as fuck.
Yep.
And a PlayStation account. You still have to have an account.
It
just doesn't have to have
Plus
a premium attached to it.
Yeah, we'll try it out. Maybe we can try it out Thursday. Maddie, you got plans?
Possibly. With all this moving shit.
Okay,
Dude, it'd be
that's
cool
totally
as fuck
fine.
to run that game with 4 people, though.
Yeah, it would.
I'd have to see if I can finagle getting it set up because it's not set up in my game station.
So what
right now, but-
is it? Path of Exile or Gauntlet that I'm going home and downloading?
Path of Exile.
Path of Exile. Okay.
But I mean, if you're busy on Thursday, it's not a big deal.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
because
always
me and
busy lately.
you usually run it just ourselves. Becca played with us for a little bit.
Yeah, I would have to hook up the PlayStation to my PC because that's where I'd want to play.
That's on you. Why can't you just download it to your PC?
Because, with the no
Not
crossplay,
cross-platform.
Yeah, there's no cross-platform, and my microtransactions are not cross-platform either. So
Yep.
Pretty sure I got a little bit of extra storage space when I was playing on PlayStation.
Microtransactions.
I hate that now everything is a microtransaction.
That's how they make shit free to play, though.
It's a great free-to-play game, and
Yeah,
99% of the microtransactions are just fucking skins and shit like that. And you can get like stash upgrades if you want. That give you an additional storage for items between your multiple characters. Other than that, each character gets their own storage and shit, and
I'm not gonna lie. Microtransactions at first pissed me off when they first started doing it, but now it makes more sense, especially if the games are free to play.
So free to play games, I'm all for. Fortnite really turned they're the ones who brought that aspect to it. I think more than anybody else.
Yeah,
they were that free to play game, and when they came out with skins, all the fucking kids wanted them.
V-Bucks.
Yeah,
give me V-Bucks, mom.
And it was huge, and it was. Everyone thought of it as this big problem, but at the same time, okay, well, for someone like me,
shape the gaming industry.
I put very minimal amount of money into that game, and I played tons of hours.
Right.
I think the big thing too is they made the original microtransaction the perfect thing, the season pass.
Yeah, I thought that was a good idea too.
You buy $8, and as long as you keep up on that season, you can buy the next season free because you get the fucking V-Bucks. Plus, you get all the skins and shit, which is cool. So,
I mean, there's some games that really do it well. Another good one is Rocket League. I hate buying skins. Anyone who watches the live streams that me and Jimmy do on Thursdays knows that I hate buying skins. It's my biggest fucking pet peeve. But once every fucking 12 months, I'll throw $5 or $10 into a game, and it'll make me feel better. Because developers, Rocket League has been around for years, and they're still updating it.
Same thing with Path of Exile.
And
Are they really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Fortnite's been around for
Yeah,
a while.
Yeah, the latest ladder just started last month, I think.
Right.
So.
Whereas Call of Duty has done the opposite. Call of Duty is
Everything's a fucking microtransaction.
Not only is everything a microtransaction, but
the
game itself, you still have to buy it for the multiplayer, and I just
No.
What do you mean?
Warzone is free.
Warzone is free, yes, but the actual multiplayer. So they're trying to tempt you every time you log in to buy it, and it's really fucking annoying.
Yeah, I agree.
I can't even stand Warzone anymore. Since I stopped playing with the gaming group, Wiccan Law Gaming, I used to game with all the time. I just trying to get on there, and the amount of toxicity, you can't even fucking enjoy it. You spawn in and you fucking die immediately because somebody's sitting there
spawn camping,
just shooting people off of spawn. And oh, my KD, I'm so great.
That's Jimmy.
Skill issue.
That's Jimmy.
It's not a skill issue. I'm all right, through the loading screen. Dead. I've literally been shot as soon as the loading screen has been cleared, and it's literally a guy that's just laying on a hill just. Oh, spawner! Bang!
Yeah, well, that's part of it.
It's that's you being a no skill having ass bitch.
Like I said, it's still a skill issue.
I'll tell you what. Call of Duty got replaced by Jedi Survivor on my console, and I'm not looking back.
I'm not buying another Call of Duty game.
No, I didn't buy this last one. I don't think I bought the one before it either.
I haven't bought a Call of Duty game in probably a decade.
Bought this one, but that's
easily.
That's on you, bro.
I was playing a lot of it, and I'm still playing a good amount of it.
I finally made up my mind.
Well, you do it for the stream,
I'm sick
too,
of it's just become a cash grab, man. It's like not even worth it.
Yeah.
Like I'll keep Warzone, but like maybe I'll jump in every now and then if I'm like, man, I really want to play some Call of Duty, but like,
you know, speaking of cash grabs, you should go and find the Dude support page and throw us some cash.
Hey, support your boys.
What a segue.
I was gonna say I got a segue out of here because we're about to wrap it up. But anyone got a dude? Just the tip.
I do.
Yeah, go ahead.
Dude. Fucking wrap it up.
Well, you know how many times we've said that now?
And it's still applicable, Bill.
If it was a condom, it'd no longer be good.
Ooh. That weed is killing me. Yeah. Make sure it's a new condom, right?
I'll give you just
lean forward and give us just the tip there, Johnny.
Just a tip. When your woman wants to explore in the bedroom, and she's willing to get toys with it, go for it.
Don't do it.
Depends on what you're both agreeing to there.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously,
is it a finger or is it something else?
No, it's no. She got some toys that are going to be enjoyable for me, kind of deal. So
hit the button.
Oh.
Well, that's the end of our episode. Remember, if you guys found some enjoyment out of this, if you got some value, maybe laughed a little bit, go ahead and share it with your friends. Share it with your family. Share it on Facebook. It'll really help us out. And, you know, the more that you guys help us out, the more we can help you out. Remember, this is just a comedy podcast. Try not to get butthurt.